3 weeks ago, I started a challenge. The challenge was to see if I can build a real Etsy printable shop from absolute zero. No audience, no experience, no sales, and I gave myself 6 weeks to see if it actually works. So far, I've opened an Etsy shop, I've created products, I have learned a little about the Etsy SEO, I have started to post on Pinterest, and for the first time, I'm starting to see people visiting the store. But there's one problem. The major problem is that people are visiting the store, but nobody is buying. And that's starting to worry me a little because we're halfway through the challenge now, and if nobody buys, then this challenge would be a big fail. So, what actually is the problem? Is it that people are not buying because the product itself is bad or the shop is not trustworthy? Am I targeting the wrong audience or am I completely missing the point? This week, I'm trying to figure out what exactly is stopping visitors from becoming customers. Because if I can't solve this problem, then this whole challenge would be a fail. And honestly, I have no idea what I'm going to discover, but let's find out together. The first thing I did was check my Etsy dashboard, and compared to last week, I did see something had changed. There wasn't huge traffic or, nothing was going viral, nothing super impressive, but we were getting a few clicks. I was getting some favorites, some clicks, some visits. But again, that was encouraging because a few weeks ago, this shop did not even exist. But the main problem is nobody is really buying. And then I realized traffic might not really be the actual problem because if people are finding the products, why aren't they buying the products? The clicks are happening, but there is no buying process that is happening thereafter. So I decided to stop thinking like a seller and start thinking like a customer. If I found the shop for the first time, how would I shop? What would I buy from it? And to be honest, the answer wasn't obvious. My shop still felt less established. It still felt very small. There were not many products. There were no customer reviews. There were no customer photos. There was no real proof that somebody had actually bought from it and was okay with it. And suddenly, I started understanding something more important. If I was a customer, I wasn't really judging just the product, I was judging the entire shop itself. And that realization changed everything. So what I did was I started studying successful Etsy shops, and what I found out that I wasn't just studying their product, I was studying the trust itself. I looked at the shops, I looked at their branding, their prescriptions, their product collections, their thumbnails, and the more I studied it, the more I realized one thing over and over again that these shops felt a lot more established, a lot more real, a lot more complete. They did not feel brand new. And that's exactly when I realized that my shop did not really have a traffic problem, it had a trust problem. So instead of obsessing all week over the SEO, I decided to improve the shop itself. When I first went to the shop, it only had a few products. And to be honest, it did not feel like a store yet. It did not feel like a real store. It felt like a test. So I started creating additional products, not random products, products that fit the same narrative, fit the same audience and style. Something that made the store look more complete, more organized, more trustworthy, more established. And honestly, this part felt more enjoyable because I feel like I could see my store growing and the store started to look more and more legit and more real and established. Every new product that I added to the shop made it look more like a shop itself and less like a test. A little more professional, a little more organized. Then I went back and started reviewing the thumbnails again. Because the more Etsy shops I study, the more I realize that people are making decisions incredibly fast. Before they even look at the descriptions or the details, or even before they start comparing the products, they see the thumbnails and it's in a matter of split second that they form an opinion. So I started improving the thumbnails, just a few tweaks here and there, and trying to make everything look more professional and consistent. And honestly, even just small changes made it look so much better. It made such a huge difference. The shop simply started to look a lot better. And for the first time, it started to look like something I would trust myself. But even after all these improvements, we still don't know if all of this is actually going to work. Because at the end of the day, the only thing that matters is is someone actually gonna buy? And that's the most frustrating part because you can create all these products and make changes and improve thumbnails. But one thing that you cannot do is force a sale. And just waiting for that one sale and being patient about it is probably the hardest part for me about this challenge. Will someone actually buy the product that I am putting it out there in the world to see? Throughout the week, I probably check the Etsy dashboard again and again, refresh, refresh again, refresh again, refresh again. And I did see a lot of activity and something kept changing. There were improvements. Most of the time, the real thing did not happen. I still didn't get a sale. That can be a little discouraging, especially for a person like me who's incredibly short with their patience. Because I feel like the overview that we have is that social media makes it look so much easier. It looks like business happens so fast. People are always posting success stories, their sales screenshots, their income reports, and everything looks like it's happening overnight. But in my case, what I'm experiencing is completely different. It's something that happens slow. It's something that takes a lot of uncertainty, a lot of testing, a lot of patience, a lot of learning. And in the midst of everything, I did feel like something a little more optimistic happened when the shop started to get a lot more activity, when there were more views, more visits. There were a couple favorites too, which was encouraging because, it is a step forward and I am learning as I go. That's definitely progress. But right now, I'm trying to focus more on progress and less on perfection, as we talked about. Because if we get into the nitty gritties of perfection, maybe this 6 week challenge will become a 16-week challenge. We don't know, maybe more. Because if every week I'm learning something new, there is a step forward. And now I've reached a point that I think everything changes. Because if people are visiting the store, if we are able to attract the people to our store, we just need to crack the code on how people will end up becoming customers. These visitors got to be turned into customers ASAP. And I feel like as soon as the shop grows and, the way it grows and the way it starts to look more and more professional, the challenge becomes more obvious. Can I still get my first sale? And honestly, I have no idea if it'll happen next week. Maybe it happens. Maybe it takes longer. But one thing is for certain, week 4, I believe, is going to be the most important week in this challenge because traffic is not an issue anymore. It's trust building factor that we have to work on. And I feel like we've made appropriate changes to get there and make the shop more real and feel more established. But getting that first customer changes everything. So next week, I'm going to go all in on trying to get this first sale. But whether it happens or not, I'm going to take you in this journey with me and show you how it all happens because this is only week 3.